Hey guys, and welcome to another reaction video. Yeah, I didn't clean up my room, until now I didn't read any comments telling me to. So, but even if they were, I wouldn't have done it. I started to do it, but then my sister told me that she was gonna sleep here again. So, no real reason in cleaning this up. I think subconsciously I'm not cleaning this up because I know that within a week my sister's gonna sleep here again. I'm really starting to believe this. Also, the window is open out here. Almost said Fenster. That's the German word for window. Because I just had dinner in here and it's still smelling pretty strongly. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave that open. It's also later than I actually like to. It's almost 7 p.m. I usually want to be done recording at 6 p.m. Latest. But I didn't for some reason, and I really want to upload something tomorrow because tomorrow is a kind of special occasion. For you it's today. For me it's tomorrow because I'm always, as you probably already know, I'm recording on one day and then upload these videos on the next day because it's just not as hectic for me, because then I can record whenever I want. Because now, to upload something now, after recording 2 videos, it would be pretty late. So, yeah, but for you today, for me tomorrow is my birthday, my 18th birthday. Which I'm not as excited about as I should be, honestly, because turning 18 in Germany is pretty much like turning 21 in America. I'm allowed to do everything. I am allowed to drink everything. I'm already allowed to drink certain types of alcohol with very low alcohol content in them, so basically beer. But as today for you at my 18th birthday, I'm allowed to drink pretty much everything. Except it's just banned outright. I am allowed to drive alone. I already have my driver's license for about a year, but I have been only allowed to drive with either my mother or my father sitting next to me. So, on my 18th birthday, which so for you today, I am also allowed to drive alone. Which I am most excited about, actually. And yeah, I'm legally an adult now. Seriously? I hope you can't hear that too much. There's a car coming, and of course it's only then loud outside when I'm trying to record with the window open. So, yeah, I wanted to bring something out just for the occasion. I don't know why I wanted to upload something for my birthday. This isn't even birthday related, what I'm reacting to today. At least probably not. I'm not entirely... Yeah, I'm actually I do know what I'm gonna record second. So, yeah, happy birthday to me, I guess. Yeah, I just wanted to upload something tomorrow. So... yeah, one more thing. Tomorrow, I might not be able to record because a friend of mine has also just turned 17. I think he's a year younger than I am. He also recently had a birthday and is celebrating on Friday. So I'm going to go there, but it's fairly late. He's only starting at like 7 p.m. and like I said, I want to be finished with recording on like 6 p.m. So I will probably be finished by then. Also, Friday is my shortest day in school, so I think I'll manage. So if not, what that means is no video on Saturday. But like I said, I think I'll manage. So anyways, yeah, happy birthday to me, I guess. And yeah, what I'm reacting to today is the review by Silver-Quill after the fact. Rarity takes Manehatten. I'm trying to only say a little bit because I've already been talking for quite a long time. I do like the episode. Nothing special to me. I know Rarity fans probably really, really like it. I think it's okay. I think it's quite alright. Nothing really too bad about it. Some people, I think, have criticized Rarity's behavior, like she's not behaving like the element of generosity. I personally like it when from time to time... they kind of have to re-experience or experience again why their certain element is so important to them, because that's what it is. Generosity is very important to Rarity. That's why she is the element of generosity, because it is important to her, so she is generous. That's why she's the element of generosity, blah. Same with honesty to Applejack. Honesty is something very important to Applejack, which is why she's always so honest and why she is the element of honesty. Same with Lloyd and Rainbow Dash and Magic and Twilight and so on and so forth. But sometimes I think it's good when, from time to time, not too often, but from time to time, they have to re-experience why their certain element was so important to them. I think there's no no reason why from time to time, if they have a good reason, from time to time behave outside of their element, or maybe even a little bit against their element. If the lesson is, shouldn't have done that, was bad, sorry. And I think for Rarity, I can see why she was behaving like that. I can totally see why she treated her friends like that. It wasn't okay, but I think it's at least understandable in her situation. So I don't really have a problem with that. I could see why people would have a problem with that, but I personally don't. And I don't think he will criticize it too much. Maybe a little bit, but I don't think so. I think he will understand it too. So yeah, and it's another episode that shows that apparently 90% of the population of Equestria is a fucking asshole. I mean, just being a dick is bad enough, but this pony, I forgot her name, stole the work of someone else to compete in a competition against him. Seriously, what kind of dick can you be? Like, you need to be a very certain special type of bad person to do something like that, nor pony in this case. Yeah, I mean, she was supposed to be like that. So, no real criticism, but she's a fucking whore. Seriously? She was supposed to be like that. That's the whole premise of the whole thing. She's not going to be redeemed. I doubt she's ever going to show up again. She was really just there to be a very bad pony. And Coco Pommel, I think the name was of her assistant, who was actually the good one, just ended up with her. I can live with it, but like I said, nothing too bad about the episode, but God, I've been talking for way too long, so let's just get started and see what he thinks. 3, 2, 1, click. Who are you?
So, Film Sparks.
Yes?
You are a Rarity fan.
Well, on my list of favorite unicorns, Twilight is my most favorite.
Alicorn now.
Oh, right. I forgot.
That's okay. So did the writers.
And I love Rarity. I know how Rarity feels about designs and details because I myself am a striving artist who has the passion and attention to detail.
And you want to talk about Rarity Takes Manehatten.
Yes, but not just because it's another Rarity episode. It's also because I really wanted to see how they portrayed Manehatten, being a New Yorker myself.
What are your thoughts on Dave Polsky?
Well, Over the Barrel was an okay episode, and I did love feeling Pinky Key.
Oh yeah, that was a great one.
Can he write for a character like Rarity?
Interesting. Do you have $20?
Yes.
Perfect. Let's collab.
Oh, Manhattan, what you do to me.
Yeah, it had a pretty good song too.
Community, and there's always opportunity.
Well, we finally got a Rarity episode. It's only been...
2 years.
What, really?
What, really?
The last episode to feature Rarity as the central focus was Sweet and Elite, and that aired on December 3rd, 2011.
Dang.
Wow.
So there's been some excitement for this episode, even before we knew the plot. After all, a lot of fans were hoping for her to get some focus in Season 3.
Including me, which is funny considering that when I first watched this series, I thought I would hate Rarity. Yet with a few episodes, she quickly shot up as one of the show's most diverse characters.
Yeah.
I actually liked Rarity from the beginning.
So
I know
did I,
that a
but
lot of
not
people have made her come off as snooty,
especially.
but I knew she would be an interesting character.
This episode is very well timed as it's a more down-to-earth tale. I enjoyed the gimmick aspects of power ponies and bats, yet we needed a story that cast the characters in a more relatable light.
So the big question is, can Dave Polsky pull off writing for Rarity as well as Charlotte Fullerton or Megan McCarthy? We start off with the main six getting ready to leave with Spike, once again getting the shorter end
My
of the
sister.
stick.
Yeah, get used to that. We are going to see a lot of it this episode. And with one quick train ride, we find ourselves in the city of... Whoa!
Manehatten, which of course has a few of our most famous buildings and landmarks being represented in the show, like the Chrysler, Madison Square Garden, the Statue of Liberty, Grand Central Station, the Plaza, not sure what that building with the pony head on top is supposed to be, and of course we also have Pony Times Square.
Woo, there's a sale on at Macy's.
Whoa, wait a second. I mean, this is nicely designed, but it's too nice. It should at least be much more crowded. I mean, look at Times Square. It's practically desolate. They should have at least more ponies or taxis. And the city is just too clean. It should be a little bit dirty, and there should be at least a homeless pony in the background. I loved how Manehatten was designed, but the creators could have done just a little bit more detail to the city.
I can see Donald Rump. Hi, Donald.
You're fired.
I do not work for you, dummy. Now, I gotta bring up a continuity issue here. Why is Rarity so fixated on this contest? She's already designed wardrobes for a princess, been a main stylist for another princess, and been recognized by some influential fashion ponies.
Maybe
Does
she always
really have
wanted
anything
to.
to gain from visiting Manehatten for Fashion Week?
Maybe
Well,
she
of
just wants
course.
to.
She's a self-promoting artist, and Manhattan in the real world is considered the beaming fashion icon of the US. And Manhattan should be the same for Equestria. Since Rarity strives to be the best at fashion design, meeting other top fashion designers and promoting in Manhattan could mean huge things for her.
Or maybe it's
One meta
just
joke
been a
later, we
personal
get our
joke
first Rarity
for
song in a while.
personal joke,
I'm on the
personal
record
dream
as
for
saying
her.
that I don't care for defining the main six solely by their elements. Yet this episode did a great job of showing Rarity at her best and worst. It isn't just about her being generous, it's about how she reacts to situations for both good and ill. And the first issue she runs up against is that she's almost late to the fashion show gathering and has to hop a taxi, fast, in Manhattan. I think she'd have better luck getting a fresh set of wings from Twilight and flying there.
Probably.
Now, I gotta ask a native New Yorker. Half the fandom is up in arms that Princess Twilight can't catch a cab. Are New Yorkers really like this?
Well, that's the basic stereotype of New Yorkers, in my opinion. New York is a very busy place, full of people who have places to go, and driving around New York City is considered a luxury, so it's the norm to catch a cab, a bus, or a subway. I believe also that New Yorkers act really pessimistic and grumpy because they feel like they're going to get screwed over, so they act like this to avoid being screwed over. And I wouldn't recommend giving Rarity wings. We're already dealing with one male alicorn in the background.
The who's a what now?
Right there.
Yeah.
By Celestia's unmentionables. Do you realize what this means?
No.
I pray you never do. The floodgates have opened. Anyway. Rarity makes it to the fashion show and we are introduced to Prim Hemline, or as I like to call her, Miss Harshwinny 2.0.
Now, you littlest ones will have the chance to compete for a weighty responsibility of your very own.
How is it that all your competitors are here half an hour early, and yet you arrive seconds before we begin?
Professionalism, Miss Dash, I must insist.
We keep to a precise schedule, so let's try to be more than a few seconds early,
That is all.
Dismissed.
Then we are introduced to the two-faced backstabbing pony, who I think is definitely related to Diamond Tiara somehow. Suri Polomere. And when she was being really super
I will not
friendly with
remember that
Rarity,
name.
I knew she was being cunning. Rarity then shows her this new special fabric that took her months to make. And Suri is more than impressed, and even has the gall to ask her for a swatch for accents. But Rarity foolishly gives her a whole damn bolt of fabric, to which Suri then makes a whole line with the fabric, making Rarity look like a copycat. The bitch.
I actually worked with someone like this. All sweet and friendly until she twists that knife in your back. Rarity takes this betrayal pretty hard.
My generosity has ruined me, I tell you. Ruined!
Would you like some cheese with that wine?
Certainly. I'm quite proud and impressed that Rarity could recover after months and months of work being put down the toilet after that bitch stole it from her and claimed it as her own original work. Rarity demonstrates her usual creativity and quick thinking with her said hotel chic. Well done, Rarity.
But all's not well amongst the main six. Suri's manipulation and the stress is getting to Rarity. Much like in Suited for Success, the situation is clouding Rarity's judgment and values. And she's taking out her feelings on the other ponies, very much the way Suri was treating her assistant, Coco Pomel. And that's why Suri is my favorite kind of antagonist. Those powerful, world-conquering villains are fun, yet the real appeal for me lies in the antagonists who serve as a dark mirror for our heroines. The thought here is that Rarity can become a lot more like Suri if she abandons her morals.
It really broke my
guess,
heart to see how she was treating her friends.
I go out of my way to get you tickets for a show.
Yeah.
And this is how you repay me? By abandoning me in my hour of need?
I mean, look at how Rarity turns her hotel room into a sweatshop.
Where's Spike?
Huh?
Where is Spike? He's not in any of these shots. Either he's napping in the back, or the ponies lost him in the Manhattan streets and he's wandering cold and alone.
You are really dark.
Yeah, I get like that sometimes.
Rarity debuts her new fashion line, catching the eye of several returning characters.
Yet when Rarity sees that her friends are missing, she realizes that going for the victory has a much greater price. And this is where the episode shines. A lesser story would have simply been about winning the competition. Here, the focus shifts to Rarity's internal conflict and her attempts to reconcile.
Rarity searches the city high and low for her friends, and when she finds them back at the fashion show, Suri tricks Rarity once more by telling Rarity that Prim was really pissed that Rarity left, and as a result, she lost the contest.
Yet the prospect of losing a contest doesn't bother Rarity anymore, as she's once again placing an emphasis on her friends and being generous. So she pulls a few strings against every pony, including Spike, to see a musical she's been promising.
Then the assistant for Suri turns up in the theater and reveals the truth to Rarity about how she actually won.
I've worked for Suri for so long, I started to believe that it really is every pony for herself in this town. Until I saw how generous you were with your friends, and how generous they were with you.
I think that this is a fantastic turn of events, that Rarity's generosity affects someone in such a positive and moving way. And because of Coco's courage against her bitch boss, she can move forward in the fashion industry. This turned out to be a happy ending for everyone, except, thankfully, Suri.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here and list a few shortcomings. First off, did Rarity have to win a contest that no longer appealed to her? Some of the best episodes in Friendship is Magic showed the ponies losing a competition, yet coming away feeling better. Also, Rarity's generosity has had a boomerang effect, which might give kids a false idea. Being generous to others doesn't guarantee that something good will happen to you in return. In fact, you might not gain from the experience or know that you've had an impact. Yet that doesn't mean there aren't benefits. Many individuals, like Coco Pamel, are influenced by random acts of kindness and generosity and may just pay it forward. I can appreciate that they're pitching the benefits to a younger audience, yet I think this ending might be too clean.
You have a good point, but Rarity and the others went through so much already, and her friends were sad that she was going to stay in Manehatten for a while. Also, it still gave a good ending for Coco.
There's also the fan desire to see Suri get her comeuppance, which is fair, yet I don't think this episode suffers from the absence. We don't need to see her suffering to know that she's lost this contest in every way.
This episode was amazing. There was so much development for Rarity and the others, and we got to see more of Manehatten, and we also got a great moral. Be caring, but careful.
My only real issues are that Spike is underutilized again and the ending might be a little too perfect to be believable. None of these hiccups are enough to make me see this as anything other than a strong entry for Polsky.
Well, Silver-Quill, it's been super fun working with you and showing you around What the hell? What's going on?
Remember when I said that the floodgates had opened? Well, here's the result. One male alicorn in the show means that everybody wants to create their own alicorn OC. Run, Film Sparks, run!
This would be easier if you, I don't know, fly.
My animator's too lazy for that.
Generosity, I'm here to show all that I can give. Generosity, I'm here to set the bar. Just sit back and watch.
Yep. God, it is fucking cold in here. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. I agree. Yeah, I pretty much agree. It's a good episode with hiccups, not perfect. Few episodes are, if there even are any. And yeah, it has hiccups. I haven't seen it in a while. I haven't seen any of the older seasons in quite a while, since season 5 started. And season 5 was one of the few well, I mean, I didn't rewatch season 5 at all so far, but I always watched not all, but most of the episodes I watched 1 or 2 reaction videos on my own, so I have seen those episodes 2-3 times at least, but damn, now that season 6 is over, I think I might just start I think I might just start I think I might just start rewatching the older seasons again, or maybe even all of the God, you don't know how frustrating it is to mess up that often if in a second language. I don't know why, but I hate it when I mess up in English, especially if it's pretty simple things that I actually can do. That always gets to me. I don't know why. So yeah, I think I might just gonna rewatch the episodes, like maybe even all of them, maybe from season 1 to season 6, maybe even a couple times. I mean, it's quite a while to season 7. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I'm probably gonna do that at some point. So yeah, I can't really say much to that. I'm sorry, but I hope my headphones are okay. Kinda kicked them against the yeah, like I said, I still have to record something else, and it's pretty late. I pretty much agree on almost everything. I don't see why you would be as nitpicky about this city. I guess if you live in the real life equivalent of it, you do notice little things like that. But I don't know. I'm not a city guy at all. I've grown up on the countryside. I still live on the countryside in a tiny village. The only thing where I would say I prefer living in a city is the faster internet connection. Yeah, my internet sucks pretty bad, though I'm gonna get better internet soon. Not good, but better at least. I'm just not a city guy. I don't feel as comfortable in a city as I do out here. I'm probably gonna move it close to a city at some point, but I don't never want to live like in the city core or something, more like on the outskirts or something. I would like to live where luckily you also get pretty good internet connection here in Germany often. So yeah, that's what I would prefer, not in the middle of a city, a little off, a little outside the city. It won't be quite country, it won't be quite as nobody else living around as it is here, but I'm sorry, I'm just not a city guy. I just need a little bit of quiet. But yeah, I guess if you live in the real life equivalent of a city, you start noticing things like that in the fictional counterpart. No reason to be nitpicky though, I think. I don't think it's bothering, it's just things he pointed out. So yeah, I think I've said quite enough, and like I said, I do agree with pretty much everything. There's nothing really in my mind for right now that I would say no. I think something totally different. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna end the video right here. Say I hope you guys like this little commentary, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Take